Hey, I'm Mike Baccarell, and today we're going to take a look at 4 short lines from Johnny Smith that we can use to improve our improvisations. Let's take a look. All 4 of these lines come from Johnny Smith's solo on It Could Happen to You, and he plays that in the key of F. However, I've moved all these lines to the key of C major. So we have 2 major 2/5 lines and 2 minor 2/5 lines. This first line is D minor 7, G7, C major 7. And it's a short 2/5, so it's 2 beats on D minor, 2 beats on G7, and a measure on C major. So we're going to start here on the 13th fret of the 2nd string with our first finger, and that's the C note. And we're going to walk down a D minor 7 arpeggio from C. So we got C, A on the 14th fret of the 3rd string, F on the 15th fret of the 4th string, and D on the 12th fret of the 4th string. So that takes care of our D minor 7 portion. He's just playing a D minor arpeggio. Then we're going to jump up to a B flat, which is our sharp 9 on a G7. And we're going to go A flat, which is our flat 9, G, F, and we're going to play that with our pinky, 2nd finger, 1st finger, and pinky. So the 15th, 13th, 12th fret of the 3rd string, and then our pinky on the 15th fret of the 4th string. And that takes us to our C major. And when we get to C major, he goes to D sharp, with our 2nd fret on the 13th fret, E on the 14th fret with our 3rd finger, G on the 3rd string on the 12th fret, back to E, and then A on the 14th fret of the 3rd string, and then back to E. So here's our full line. Again. And we can see that the D minor portion of this line is just a D minor 7 arpeggio. And then our G7 portion comes from the altered scale. And we're just walking on 4 notes. We're going sharp 9, flat 9, root, flat 7. And that leads us to our 3rd of the C major chord. Now we can easily move this line to other positions too. So here I'm playing the same exact notes. I start on the 13th fret of the 2nd string with my pinky, and I walk down the D minor 7 arpeggio here with the 10th fret, 3rd string, and 12th fret on the 4th string with my 3rd finger. And then I got my 2nd finger on the B flat, which is my sharp 9 over the G7. Pinky grabbing the 13th fret for the A flat, the flat 9. 3rd finger grabbing G. 1st finger grabbing my flat 7, the F, and then I jump back with my 1st finger, play D sharp, land on the E, G, E, A, E. And we could easily move this to another position as well. Start here on the 1st string. Walk down my D minor 7 arpeggio there. C on the 8th fret here. A, F on the 6th fret of the 2nd string. D on the 7th fret of the 3rd string. And then I'm going to go to B flat with my 2nd finger here. A flat. I'm going to slide down to G, F, and then I got D sharp, E on the 5th fret here with my 3rd finger. Some lines lay really well in multiple positions, so when you find those, explore them because it gives you more ways to grab your vocabulary depending on where you are on the guitar. The second line is also a short 2/5 in C major. So we got D minor 7, G7, C major 7. And we'll start with a pickup on beat 4 with going B, B flat. And that leads us to our A, which is the 5th of a D minor 7. So we're going to go A on the 10th fret here, 2nd string, F on the 10th fret. And I slide down to E. And we grab D with our pinky on the 12th fret of the 4th string. And then we go E, D, E, F. And that takes us to E, which is the 3rd of our C major 7. And then he goes D, D flat on the 12th and 11th fret there. B on the 9th fret, 4th string, C, and then back to E. So here's this full line. And rhythmically, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... This next line is a short minor 2-5 in the key of A minor. So we have B minor 7 flat 5, E7 flat 9, A minor 7. And we're starting here on E on the 9th fret, 3rd string. We have a quarter note there. And then we're going to play D, E, and then we start F, D, B on the 9th fret of the 4th string, and then A. There's our 2-5 portion. Now you can see he lands on A a little earlier than normal. And a lot of people might play this to the G sharp of the 3rd of the E7 and land that up on A. But he gets the A early because he's moving forward. And from here he slides up to B on the 9th fret of the 4th string, C, D, D sharp on the 8th fret of the 3rd string, E, slides up, and then grabs G there. And that's it, and that finishes our line. And rhythmically it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and... Now, if we want to move this line up to a higher octave, we can just switch positions and keep our same exact fingering. So if we start here on the 12th fret, on that E, on the 1st string, it's exactly the same fingering. We can also play it here though. So I'm starting with E on the 5th fret of the 2nd string here, and then go to D on the 7th fret of the 3rd string, E, F, D, B, A on the 7th fret of the 4th string, and then we got B, C, D all on the 3rd string, 4th, 5th, and 7th fret, D sharp on the 4th fret of the 2nd string, slide up to E, and then grab G with our pinky. This last line is also a minor 2-5 in the key of A minor, so we got B minor 7 flat 5, E7 flat 9, A minor 7. And this line is based on an E7 flat 9 arpeggio. So starting on the and of 4 with a G sharp. And we'll play that here on the 11th fret of the 2nd string with my 3rd finger. We have B and D on the 9th and 12th fret of the 4th string, E and F on the 9th and 10th fret of the 3rd string, and then G sharp and C on the 2nd string, 9th and 13th fret. And then we land on B natural, which is the 9th of the A minor 7. So here's the full line. And rhythmically it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. I always love taking a look at these shorter lines from great players like Johnny Smith and Joe Pass and Jimmy Bruno and all these different guys, because oftentimes they're so rich in content and it's going by so quickly that they're great patterns we can grab. And if we can assimilate them into our playing, we can really give ourselves a head start on a lot of these more difficult tunes that have a lot of quick change and 2/5s in them. And so I would recommend taking these lines and applying them to every situation you can put them into. So move them to all the different keys. And remember that a quick 2/5 with both the 2 and the 5 chord can also be played just over a 5 chord, or sometimes even over just a 2 chord. So if you enjoyed taking a look at this, thanks for checking out today's lesson. Keep practicing. I'll see you next time.